know the names of the top 10 stock exchanges in the world and where India stands among them? BSE, or famously known as Bombay Stock Exchange, is the 10th oldest stock exchange in the world and the oldest in India. Today we are going to trace the journey of BSE. Let's go back to the mid-19th century Bombay, now known as Mumbai. It was already emerging as a major hub for cotton trade. When the American Civil War broke out in 1861, cotton supplies from the United States were severely disrupted. This led to a sharp rise in demand for Indian cotton, creating a boom in cotton trade. Naturally, merchants felt the need for a formal platform where commodities including stocks and shares could be traded with structure and consistency. In 1875, a group of stockbrokers began conducting share transactions under a banyan tree in front of Bombay Town Hall. What started informally soon grew into a native share and stockbrokers association. By 1887, this group had evolved into an official organization with defined rules. One of the key figures in its formalization was Sir Frederick William Kessler, a broker who played a vital role in shaping the association. Eventually, in 1957, the Native Share and Stockbrokers Association was reorganized as the Bombay Stock Exchange. Over the decades, BSE continued to expand and evolve, adapting to changing markets and regulations. It was the vision and efforts of many enterprising individuals, primarily stockbrokers, that laid the foundation of what we know today as the BSE. Trust and interest have always been the driving forces behind capital markets, and these are sustained through some regulatory oversight. The Bombay Stock Exchange has been central to the development of India's capital markets, enabling companies to raise funds and investors to participate meaningfully. If you want to explore a more detailed milestones of BSE's journey, you can visit bseindia.com. Back in the day, prominent listed companies included Century, Crescent, Tata Steel, Katni, Bombay Steam, Central Bank and Sky India Steel. By the 1950s, scripts like Century Textiles, National Rayon and Kohinoor Mills were among the most actively traded. Key personalities like Shri K.R.P. Shroff, Shri Feroz G.G. Bhoy and Shri M.R. Maiya were instrumental in shaping BSE's rise as a global financial institution. But the man often credited as the father of India's stock market is Shri Premchand Roychand, known as the Cotton King and Bullion King. Alongside him, there were many legendary brokers like V.C. Mehta, Prabhudas Leeladhar, Kisan Ratilal Choksi and Anand Rathi. Over the time, more than 10,000 companies have raised capital through BSE. By December 2023, the market capitalization of BSE listed companies crossed $4 trillion or 351 trillion rupees. Large conglomerates like Hindustan Unilever and Reliance Industries, L&T, Mahindra and Mahindra, ITC and Tata Steel have been mainstays of the BSE Sensex since its inception in 1986. BSE played a critical role in supporting entrepreneurs and helping leaders raise funds, whether it was 10 crore rupees or 10,000 crore rupees. To further democratize access to capital, BSE launched the BSE SME platform in March 2012. This allowed small and medium enterprises to list their shares, raise funds and grow. Since then, it has helped 467 companies raise over 5,823 crore rupees in equity capital, with a total market cap of 1.05 lakh crore rupees. 181 of these companies have moved on to BSE's main board. Building on this, BSE also launched a startup platform catering to new age sectors like biotechnology, 3D printing, artificial intelligence, robotics, and e-commerce. This initiative has opened up listing opportunities for companies in cutting-edge industries, making BSE future-ready. Retail and institutional participation has grown significantly. The number of unique client codes has tripled from 5 crore in 2020 to 15 crore in recent years. This indicates growing trust and accessibility. For most everyday investors, BSE is synonymous with the Sensex, the iconic 30-share index that reflects the broader market sentiment. Mention the market to anyone and they'll refer to whether the Sensex is up or down. BSE has also embraced technology. In 2013, it became the world's fastest exchange with a response time of just 6 microseconds. On May 15, 2023, BSE relaunched its Sensex futures and options contracts with an overwhelmingly positive response. To make them more accessible, the contract sizes were reduced by lowering the multiplier from 50 to 10, and expiries were shifted to Fridays. These changes, based on feedback from over 300 members, made it easier for brokers and investors to participate. Following that success, BSE also relaunched Bankers derivatives, incorporating feedback to make them even more investor-friendly. On its 148th Foundation Day, BSE refreshed its logo to reflect a more dynamic and modern identity. Today, the Bombay Stock Exchange stands as a pillar of India's financial system, resilient, adaptive, and inclusive. It's not just a marketplace, it is often referred to as a temple for wealth creation. Whether it's equity, derivatives, or currency options, BSE remains committed to making India's financial markets safer, more transparent, and more accessible for everyone from small investors to global institutions. Thank you for watching. If you found this piece of history insightful, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you in the next one.